Hello and welcome. It's Kickoff with Jay again. It's doing football the way you love it, and as we promised, as you always know, we go to the viewing center right there during the weekend, and I have a Chelsea fan with me. Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Good evening, sir.
How are you?
So how did you see the game, sir? The Chelsea game.
Well played.
Wow. So let's talk about a man that just came back from injury, Reece James. 5 goals, 5 assists in the Premier League. Fantastic goal for Chelsea there.
You know, James has been a wonderful player.
Yeah.
You know, when he went to injury time, we miss him a lot.
Very well.
That Paco was so vacant. But thank God he's around now.
Yes,
and he shows that he's around, scoring the goal.
Wow. What do you think about the likes of Pulisic and Alba too that actually scored the goal today? Because we had people like Timo Werner, Lukaku that scored goals last game on the bench. Did you actually think these guys were able to do it before the goals came in?
You know, Havertz is a very good player, a skillful player.
Yes.
But he doesn't have strength, but he has a dangerous player.
Yes.
They always show the time when Lukaku has not come, he has been consistent on scoring goals.
Yes, big
and
goals.
Pulisic is a player that you cannot predict him. So it's wonderful.
So Chelsea are the first people to actually score 3 goals in the first 10 minutes in the second half in a Premier League game, aside from Manchester City versus Newcastle, and that was back then in 2015.
Yes.
How did you feel? Those 3 goals were actually very fast.
Let me tell you, Chelsea is always producing a record. If you watch the history of football in England, Chelsea is always a record producer.
Okay, so let's talk about one, and it's the man that the owner of Chelsea wanted to sell Chelsea, and we saw the fans there actually crying out his name, Roman Abramovich. Do you think it's going to really affect Chelsea if
well, let me tell you one thing in life that you know that before Abramovich came, it was God sent for Chelsea.
Yes.
But I still believe that God is the same God that sent him can make him Chelsea to be his own.
So okay.
You know.
Okay. Do you think Chelsea can have another owner as good as?
I believe that Chelsea don't have owner. Abramovich will still be owner of Chelsea. I believe so because I know that God has sent him to come and make Chelsea to be a team that will always be a winner, and that man is a winner.
Wow.
So, but God that brought him know that he will still be the Chelsea owner, no matter what things will come around.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for speaking with us. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, I have another Chelsea fan with me. So, sir, how did you see the game? The game against Burnley, 4-0.
It's wonderful. Very fantastic.
So, we heard the news. Roman wanted to sell Chelsea. Did you think it will actually affect that game today against Burnley? Because we saw them struggle against Luton Town right there in the FA Cup.
No, it cannot affect them because all the morale they have and that spirit, if they still continue with that spirit, whether they will sell Chelsea or not, I still be a Chelsea fan up to death.
Yes.
I still be a Chelsea fan because I know that even if he sell Chelsea, another person will take over. I know we continue in the blues. Blue for life.
Yes.
That is my own belief.
Yes. So let's talk quickly about a player, Reece James. He has gone on injury and now he's back. He opened the scoring for Chelsea right there in the second half. What do you think about that man?
That is a wonderful boy. Fantastic boy, indeed. He's a wonderful guy. I know that he will go and do it. Once he came back, you know, the first match he played, it seemed that he's not in the game.
Yes.
But today, he showed himself very well. That is fantastic.
And that was
he's dribbling, how he dribbled and scored the goal. It's wonderful.
Wow. So we see that Chelsea are actually in the top 4 chase. And what information or what do you want to tell other opponents like Arsenal and the rest?
They know every other opponent. They know that Chelsea is always Chelsea. We didn't lag back. So we continue with our game. We don't afraid of anything. I think you get me. Even for Man City, we are not afraid of them. We always pressure be on them, always wherever. If you watch the last match on Sunday, that we lost the Caribbean Cup.
Yes.
You see the game now. It's a wonderful game.
Very beautiful
game. No matter. It's a game of luck. That penalty shootout is a game of luck, of which we lost. But we cannot, today we continue.
Yes,
motivation still on our way.
Let's talk about Thomas Tuchel. Do you think that man is the right man for Chelsea?
He's the right man up to tomorrow. I know that he has come to stay for Chelsea. Because since we employing coach or manager, we have never get a man like him. I hope that he will stay Chelsea for long. Yes.
Okay, thank you for talking with us now. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Okay, we have another fan here, sir. Good evening, sir. And how did you see the game? It was Chelsea 4-0 against Burnley.
Fantastic game, fantastic again.
Wow. Because we've seen Burnley play very, very well against big teams now because they're looking not to relegate from the Premier League. What do you think about the Chelsea performance?
Well, for now, Chelsea performance is picking up.
Yes.
Because the last game, we see that Chelsea, after the FIFA Club World Cup, being champion, and they come up again and play their first Premier League. Yes, it was hard for them.
Yes.
Then, after they won that game, the second one that they did play, it was all that too tiresome. Yes. But this very game, there's a good improvement.
Freshness.
There's good improvement than before. So which means that though we're about 13 points behind Man City, we have full assurance that we try to close the gap if we carry on with this present performance.
Okay, we saw how Reece James and Chilwell were very instrumental to Chelsea attack, and now the guy Reece James gone on injury, came back and even scored a phenomenal goal today. What do you think about the man, Reece James?
Oh, beautiful, fantastic. Reece James actually make me happy. Wow. In fact, he opened the scoring.
Yes.
The way he plays with full sense of
a football player
responsibility, that he knows what he wants. And when he's on that particular flank, he knows how to cut it and score. So in fact, the performance was great. I really give him top hand.
Okay, Roman Abramovich saying he wants to sell the club. Do you think this actually puts a lot of pressure on Chelsea to actually get a result today?
Of course, Abramovich intending to sell the club. Most of the players are not happy over it. However, we will not allow that to weigh them down.
Yes.
And that's the more reason why players want to go out and win. That even though we sell the club to another person, Chelsea still be what they are. That a very good club, a very good team that to be reckoned with in England.
So Havertz to go, Pulisic, a goal and an assist. What do you think about those players?
Fantastic. Havertz is a very good player.
Wow.
In fact, his moves, his sense of scoring is very, very high.
Yes.
I praise him for that.
So Havertz, let's quickly look at the guy generally. He has been scoring big goals for Chelsea, and he actually did it today in the absence of Lukaku again for Chelsea. Do you think he should be the one starting in that number 9 role rather Lukaku?
I prefer him. Though when they ask us in prediction who will score goal, I mentioned Havertz. Wow. That Havertz will definitely score.
He's already loving the life in EPL already.
Seriously. So, and he did exactly what I thought, what I predicted that he's going to do. And he did it exactly. I was happy.
Another clean sheet for Chelsea. Who do you think was the man of the match for you right there?
Wonderful. The man of the match, I have James Reece. I have Kante. Kante hold the midfield very well. Yes. So I can say in all ramification between James Reece and Kante, I believe Kante should be
right there in the first half. We saw Thiago Silva make a goal line clearance, and that's the third goal line clearance in the Premier League for him. What do you think about that man? He's 37-year-old and he's not even showing that he's growing old at all.
Yes. In fact, Thiago Silva plays with full sense. At 37, is very, very mature. He knows what it takes. And that is the essence, that he knows where he positioned himself at a particular point in time. That is what he did. Because he knows that if he's not there, the goal will have entered. So before the goal comes, he plays it. So he played with full sense of
and experience. Yes. So thank you very much. It's always a lovely time to have you here, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Joining us right there with Kickoff with Jay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Hello and welcome. It's Kickoff with Jay. It's the viewing center. Review right here, and you've heard a lot from the fans talk about Chelsea winning 4-0 right there against Burnley. This is what we do: football previews, football reviews. Just like and follow, like and subscribe our videos. It's very, very important for the growth of this channel. Thank you very much, and keep tuned right there with Kickoff with Jay. Thank you.